Liverpool started the year of 2023 in a rather poor fashion when they lost to Brentford 3-1 and followed that up with another poor result as they drew 2-2 to Wolves in the FA Cup. In today's video, we'll discuss the 5 things we learned from the clash, as well as discuss why Liverpool are ecstatic over the latest Champions League developments. Not only that, we'll go through the latest news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to cover in today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. Before we get into today's video, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Several images of Liverpool's new home kit for next season have already leaked online, with these new photos the clearest yet. The kit looks to be something of a throwback to a design brought out in the 1960s, with gym red and white the reported colourway for Nike's latest home offering. A simple red jersey with white detailing for the collar, cuffs, logos, and the Liverpool badge, the kit isn't too dissimilar from what you would see Benfica wearing. It is also reminiscent of the home shirts worn throughout the 1970s and by Gerard Houlliér's Liverpool during both the 1998-99 and the 1999-2000 seasons. Having first revealed the kit in November, Twitter kit enthusiast KB2X has posted several more photos showing off the new kit in more detail, authenticated by the official Nike merchandise tag. The images also show the back of this shirt with a tribute to the 97 again featuring just below the collar. This follows a previous leak from the same source which appeared to be an early mock-up, with this update likely to be closer to the finished article. There is a faintly imposed crosshatch design over the entire body of the shirt, with further stitching across the shoulders and under the armpits. Details of the other kits for next season have also been leaked in recent months, with footy headlines reporting that the colour scheme for the away kit will be white, green spark and black. The third kit meanwhile is believed to follow a colourway of space purple. Liverpool will be punching the air after it's emerged that the European Club Association doesn't intend to lobby UEFA to change its 10-year coefficient payment system for the Champions League. That is the view of finance guru Kieran Maguire, and he spoke exclusively to Football Insider about how the Reds will benefit from the controversial distribution system. Around 30% of the Champions League central pot, which amounts to £530 million, is handed out to teams based on their performances in Europe over the last 10 years. Critics claim this system gives established teams an unfair financial advantage over newcomers over those trying to compete. Liverpool have reached 4 major European finals in the last decade alone, lifting the Champions League trophy in 2019. Kieran Maguire explained how this stellar record on the big stage gives them a financial cushion under the new coefficient model. He said Liverpool will be punching the air if the present allocation of monies is not changed, as it is being reported. As a club that has regularly been through to the final rounds and of course won it in 2019, this puts them towards the top end of the table with the UEFA coefficient. Any reduction in the percentage of money that is allocated according to that model would have been bad news for Liverpool. That would especially be true if there was a year when they didn't make much progress in the competition. This way, 30% of their income from the Champions League is not tied to performance at all. They would instead be reaping the rewards of past success. It was a familiar story yet again as Liverpool were held to a 2-2 draw by Wolverhampton Wanderers in the FA Cup. In this part of the video, we'll discuss the 5 things we learned from Liverpool 2, Wolverhampton Wanderers 2. Alisson not good enough. The back four has been an issue for a number of months, and the Virgil van Dijk news, which became public knowledge earlier this week, added insult to an already painful injury. Liverpool have conceded the first goal in 14 of the 26 games played in all competitions so far this season, a worrying statistic given the habit began to creep in during the quadruple chase in May. Alisson was arguably at fault for both goals against Wolves, but if there is someone to give the benefit of doubt to, it is the Brazilian, as it is most likely just a blip for the Liverpool's number 1. Gakpo showed his quality. It was a pleasant surprise to see Liverpool's new £44 million winger in the starting lineup, and Gakpo can be more than happy with his opening display. There has been plenty of talk about where he will slot into this Liverpool side given the current options and his versatility, but the absence of Luis Diaz and Diogo Jota presents something of an empty pathway for the Dutchman to mark his territory early doors. He caused defenders a world of problems in the first half and linked up well with Darwin Núñez, all extremely positive signs in an otherwise concerning display from Liverpool at home to an inferior side. Darwin Núñez scores. It has been a bizarre few weeks of Núñez coverage in the media, but it was real joy to see him get on the score sheet and revel in it as much as he did. The price tag was always likely to attract attention, but anybody who has watched the Uruguayan in recent weeks can argue with the impact he has made in every game that he has played a part in. He bamboozles defenders and dazzles supporters in equal measure whenever he tests the opposition, and despite the disappointing result, his goal could potentially be the most positive event to come from this evening. His reaction showed real defiance, a man clearly unfazed by the noise surrounding his form in front of goal, and although the game didn't have the end we hoped for, there is a chance that the goal could put Núñez back to the path he was strolling prior to the World Cup. Mo Salah overtakes Sir Kenny. Mohamed Salah continues to shoot up Liverpool's all-time goal-scoring list, this time overtaking none other than Sir Kenny Dalglish to move into outright 7th. Salah has played 280 games across all competitions for the Reds and now has 173 goals to his name for a game-to-goal ratio of 1.61, which is simply astonishing. His 173rd goal for Liverpool came against Wolves in the FA Cup, seeing him topple the great Dalglish and move to within 11 goals of surpassing Robbie Fowler in 6th and 14 of Steven Gerrard in 5th. It is now simply a matter of when Salah will catch the duo, not if. Here's the list of the top 8 Liverpool goal scorers. Kenny Dalglish, 172, Mo Salah, 173, Robbie Fowler, 183, Steven Gerrard, 186, Billy Liddell, 228, in 3rd is Gordon Hodgson in 241, number 2 is Roger Hunt in 285, and the all-time Liverpool leading goal scorer is Ian Rush with 346. Replay means another game. As is often the case in these situations, and even more so given the frantic nature of the 2023 schedule, a replay is extremely unwelcome. Liverpool already have a fixture that needs to be rearranged against tonight's opponents, ironically on what possibly would have been the date of the replay, and should we progress against Real Madrid, we face a real headache when it comes to squeezing the league game in between now and May. Liverpool were afforded the luxury of a 12-day gap between league fixtures, and the full-strength version ought to have put Wolves to bed. It is a problem completely of our own making. Liverpool fans, what are your thoughts on the new home kit? And what did you make of the team's performance against Wolves? Let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. Please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.